Okay, welcome back to this first assignment of the new year. And in this Corona period, we need to work a bit different from what we're used to. So we need to focus more on working individually or in groups on teams, and no presentations in class, because presentations in class are subject to a lot of trouble with the insecurity of spreading the disease. Anyway, the first assignment that we're going to work on is focus on Jensens Bøfthus, and it focuses on some of the things that you learned on first year within financial analysis and also within strategy. But I've given some questions for the assignment, and first of all, you need to give summaries of the article, and then argue what growth strategy they are applying. When I think growth strategy, I think of answer of growth matrix. And then third, you need to analyze the annual report figures and ratios. These are in the bottom of and in the end of this video. Where is the value chain? Do they want to create value? When I talked about the value chain, I talked about the porter's value chain. So I talked about inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, marketing and sales and service, and then the supporting activities also. And then fifth, what are the perspectives of Jensens Bøfthus? Here I want you to focus on wrapping things up and looking at the present time, but also on this video, and see why do you think this will leave Jensens Bøfthus. What situations will this leave Jensens Bøfthus? But as the article says, new director of Jensens Bøfthus has a plan. You should probably have looked at the location of the restaurants a bit earlier. A troubled Jensens Bøfthus went back again last year. This shows Jensens Food Group fresh accounts for 2018. But the company expects to turn the show already this year. A capital injection of a turnaround plan. This tells director Anders Nikolajsen, who came to Jensens Bøfthus in January this year, revenue reached DKK 480.5 million DKK last year of 575 million DKK, and according to the new director, it is mainly because the chain has closed 6 restaurants in 2018, something that should have been looked at a bit earlier. Cities are evolving, and that means that locations that previously were good does not necessarily exist today. So one should probably have looked at the locations of the restaurants a bit earlier, he says. Director worked in Jensens Bøfthus from 2008 to 2013, and recently returned to the tailor-made company because he has a big heart for it. When I see what the company has been through while I was away, it hurts me. I want to call it kind of come back kid, and I see its incredible existing task. He says, abandoned debt, too much debt. He calls it a fantastic to be back in the restaurant chain, and says that despite years of decline, he is experiencing great support from shareholders, the board, and employees. Shareholders' feedback is seen in this. Jensens Bøfthus received a capital injection of 45 million DKK, 25 million DKK last year, and DKK 20 million DKK this year. We get praise for the turnaround plans. The company has needed someone to come back who understands it and has and the issues surrounding it, says Anders Nikolajsen. But it is not only the shareholders who come to rescue Jensens Bøfthus. The company has also been forfeited 125 million DKK of debt. The two factors plus the closure of 6 restaurants are some of the reasons why Jensens Food Group came out in 2018 with a bottom-up profit of 66.7 million. In 2017, the group had a loss of 156.7 million DKK. Turnaround. The director says that at the beginning of 2019 he can feel progress. We see positive progress in the numbers of guests and turnaround. The atmosphere in the company has also been reversed as we got some good things in the company. Anders Nikolajsen believed that the increase of guests is mainly due to campaign where the restaurants have promised the money and the quality has been too much. The board has been replaced, going out and made it invisible in the marketing campaign. Did you get the money back if you are not satisfied? Has given us a huge boost. Previously the quality has not been good enough, but now one does not lose anything by trying Jensens Steakhouse again. Better meat and service are therefore some of the ingredients that must help to turn around the Stroup into the Bøfthus. In addition to increased turnaround and from the restaurants, the company has also invested DKK 5 million DKK in sous vide plant at Jensens Food in Struer. It's about the product as well in the stores that has previously been produced in Poland. We take it home to get better control. It also allows us to develop other products such as meals that land in the stores in 2019, says Anders Nikolajsen. The next editor, surprisingly, Fyn. Rich people buy Jensens Bøfthus. 8 Fynen business people have taken over Jensens Bøfthus from the former owner Palle Skov Jensen. Also read Fynen Vreeman buy Jensens Bøfthus. In 2017, they provided loans to the state chain. Now they have also bought all shares in the Jensens Food Group. It is surprising that the previous investors have bought the chain. They should money in the state chain, so they lose already invested money in a bankruptcy, says TV2 Byens business editor Ole Frank Rasmussen. Lots of millions of dollars. Basically, it is not surprising that Jensens Bøfthus has been sold. The beef chain has lost millions of dollars in recent years, and this summer the group sold its headquarters in Læsøgade in Odense. According to the business editor, it is premature to conclude that the chain and the approximately 1,000 employees have been saved with the new capital injection. It is a very difficult industry. In 2017, accounts of the state chain could not follow its operating budget. I think it has been saved partly by a really good summer, where many went out and eat because of the warm weather, says Ole Frank Rasmussen. More guests during the summer. According to Jensens Bøfthus, the operations has improved during 2018. After years of decline in sales figures, several years with large deficit, it is succeeded in creating surpluses over the summer, as well as increasing turnaround over the number of guests marked in Jensens Bøfthus restaurants. The 8 business people came a year ago and provided loans and guidance for a turnaround, which is well on the way to make the state chain a profitable business. According to the newspaper Denmark's Information, fresh capital of DKK 25 million is now being injected into addition of the loan of approximately DKK 40 million that was granted a year ago. The 8 Fynen rich businessmen, Hans Bøgh Sørensen, Rico Krog Iversen, Sten Hastrup, Jørgen Bonnesen, all from Odense. Torben Østergaard, Middelfart, Geo Dudnensen, Assens, René Søgaard Larsen, Frørup, and Jørgen Lindegaard Hjort Rene, who shared a party with Ole Pape Jensen, Odense. Jensens Bøfthus has 23 restaurants in Denmark, the first opened in 1984. If you see here the annual report, you see the result of the year from the 15 to the 17, and you see the financial expenses, and you see the results before tax. Then we have the ratios, which are important. If you consider the DuPont pyramid, you always have the return on investment on top, and then you have the asset turnover and profit ratio influence them. And then you have liquidity and solvency. Compare the solvency to the return on investment gives the indications of whether it's profitable for the company to borrow money. Return on investment, it gives a good indication of whether the company is worth investing in. Liquidity shows something about how well are the company at foreseeing a situation where they have to take out short-term loans, etc. and how much loan are there. Anyway, I hope that this made sense, and I hope that the company, that you can make something good out of it. What I want you to do is focus on these questions, and of course it's also allowed to take in some perspectives of Corona and what could Jensens Bøfthus do. But remember, Jensens Bøfthus is not only Jensens Bøfthus, they also have Jensens Food Services, so they also have food groups, so they also have products that are sold in retail stores. So good luck with this, and I hope to what I expect from you is a short presentation in a video about these questions, and I expect you to have made questions and an assignment worth around 5 minutes. Okay, and I expect this to be done in groups, in the class. Okay.